I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Please remain standing. May be seated. I'd like to remind board members, turn your microphones on, please. Mrs. Madison, if I may, would you do roll call, please?
Wade Beatty,
Here.
Cynthia Neal. Here. Gerald Leonard,
Here.
Graham Richardson,
Here.
Melissa Toth. Here. Monica Van Hoy. Here. Tom Schetzel.
We have 6 members of the board present. I will call this meeting to order. Board members, the agenda has been posted. I'd like to add one item on new business. Item number 9.04 will be the approval to post the draft of the superintendent's contract for the public to view.
Mr. President, I'll make the motion to accept the agenda as presented with the addition of 9.04 being the approval to post the superintendent contract.
I'll second, Mr. President.
Motion by Mrs. Neal, second by Mrs. Van Hoy to adopt the night's agenda with the amendment. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, the same. Motion carries 6-0. Thank you. Minutes from our April meeting.
21st.
21st, sorry.
Mr. President, I'll make the motion to approve the minutes as presented.
Motion by Mrs. Neal, second by Mr. Richardson to approve the minutes of April 21st, 2026 board meeting. Any additions or corrections?
I'll abstain, Mr. President.
All those in favor say aye.
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 Opposed, the same. Motion carries 5-0-1. Mr. Baney, is any visitors registered to speak?
No, sir.
Baney, it's up to you for your district reports.
Okay, couple things, exciting things to present this evening. Our construction project remains on schedule. Actually, we had a construction meeting this morning, and knock on wood, but they're actually a little ahead of schedule. They're ready for kids to get out of the buildings because they're ready to hit the ground running on the interior. As you can see out there today, we had a lot of steel delivery yesterday and today. The skeleton is actually going up for the elementary school. So now you'll be able to see a lot more of the progress. You know, you got to get pretty close to it or over it to see a lot of the work that's been done so far. But now you'll see that pretty clearly. So extremely excited about that. 100% of the foundation work for the elementary and the elementary gym are done. All of the masonry work is underway on the elementary gym and on that south stairway. Mechanical, electrical, plumbing demolition has begun in the existing mechanical room at the high school. So late last week, boilers were cut up and taken out. So the room for the new equipment in there. So that's been pretty exciting. The other item I have for tonight is yesterday we received notification that Knightstown High School has once again this year been named as a performance qualified high school for the next year. That designation, if you remember, is only awarded to high schools that meet established state accountability and academic performance standards. And what that qualification does is really provide some flexibility for planning for the administration and instructional delivery options in the classroom. So always glad to see that. And we hope with all of the accountability changes coming that we will continue that streak. So that concludes my reports for the evening.
Any questions for the superintendent? Moving on, next on the agenda is the consent agenda. Mrs. Madison, would you read what was spent last month?
Yes, claims to be approved tonight include voucher range 436,453 through 436,636. A total amount of $1,248,909.38. We also have financial reports in your packet, including bank balances, fund reports for the district, all three schools, cash flows for education and operations fund, a transfer resolution of $80,000 from education to operations fund. We have 4 donations, one from Geo Group for $4,000, one from Hoosier Peter for $100, one from Psi Iota Sorority, $150, and from Amanda Robertson for $300.
What's the board's pleasure?
Mr. President, I'll make the motion to approve the consent agenda as presented.
Second.
Motion by Mrs. Neal, second Mr. Richardson to approve the consent agenda as presented. Any questions or comments? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, the same. Motion carries 6-0. Thank you. No old business?
No.
No new business discussion?
Nope.
New business action items, personnel report, Mr. Bain.
I have a short personnel report, as is usually the case in May. 2 resignations, Lisa Woods, the head custodian at KHS, and Abby Thurston, 3rd grade teacher at KES. 2 ECA assignments, Rachel Shepard and Kerrigan Brown, both for summer school activity, ELA and math at KHS.
Mr. President, I will move to approve the personnel report.
I'll second, Mr. President.
Motion by Mrs. Toss, second Mrs. Van Hoy to approve the personnel report as presented. Any questions? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, the same. Motion carries 6-0. Creating a position, sir.
For many years, since the inception of the special needs preschool at Knightstown Elementary School, we have had our special ed teacher at that level also run that classroom. Teresa Leisure has done that for us for a long time and has done a remarkable job, an incredible job. Now that our preschool continues to grow and we are seeing more special needs outside of just that classroom, it's become necessary that we create a new position to be that classroom teacher so that Teresa can be freed up to be providing services in minutes in our other preschool classrooms. That is a need that is immediate for now, for the next school year, but is something that will grow significantly in the 2027 school year when the Early Childhood Center officially opens. I don't have details on specific pay or contract options for that yet, because it will all depend on what type of credentials our applicants provide. Since it's not a typical teaching position, you may get any number of things. So instead of approving that this evening with the creation, I would bring that contract back as a separate item for board consideration once we have found the right applicant.
I think we know we have an immediate need. I think we heed the board to approve the creation so we can get started on that job description and performance and pay to come at a later date, but I think we need to move forward on creating that position.
Was that a motion?
That would be a motion.
I'll second that, Mr. President.
Motion by the chair, second by Mr. Leonard to create this position as needed. Any questions or comments?
We have other pre-P teachers, so that whatever contract we come up with is not reinventing the wheel, it's really based on what the person already have.
Depending, we are gonna try to get somebody that has the same license as Teresa and also has that special ed background as well as the early childhood development.
Gotcha.
I don't know how likely that is, but that's what we're targeting.
Okay.
Any other questions? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same. Motion carries 6-0. 250-year celebration, Mr. Bainey.
I'm very excited to present this one and announce it and hope that we can get this moving forward. We have had a private donor come to us who would really like to provide a big time fireworks show for Knightstown for the 250th celebration. This would be done in the name of Charles A. Beard Memorial Schools and Glen Cove Heritage Foundation. Pending all of the approvals from the state fire marshal and permitting and insurance and safety requirements. We would like to host this event on July 4th at dusk back on our practice field. We have spent a lot of time taking a look at that because of where the right location would be for that. The construction, of course, has made that a little difficult, but we think that we will have plenty of parking room and plenty of room for the community out there. The fireworks would actually be shot off in the watershed back at the very back of that field. Knightstown Fire has agreed to help with that. We have to make sure that the type of fireworks that have been purchased they're allowed to, but if not, we'll bring in somebody private to do that. And again, this is a very, very cool donation. I've been told if it gets out who the private donor is, that I'm in big trouble. And there won't be a 251st firework. So the request this evening is for the board's approval to continue moving forward with the project and relating planning efforts. Contingent upon all applicable legal, permitting, insurance, and safety requirements being satisfactorily met prior to the event. I also hope to work with the town and the park and see just how big we can make this for the year. I've been working here, close to 15 years now, and I don't ever remember there being Knightstown fireworks for the 4th of July. So pretty excited about this one, and the donor is going above and beyond with the amount of fireworks. I was told 40 minutes,
Oh, wow.
but I don't know. But I don't know that for sure, but that's what we're,
Okay.
so incredibly grateful to that person.
What's the board's pleasure?
I make a motion that we move forward with planning, or how should we word it, for the 250th celebration.
Second.
Motion by Mrs. Van Hoy, second by Mr. Richardson to approve the continuing planning for the 250-year celebration. Any questions? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, the same. Motion carries 6-0. Thank you. Anyone from the public wish to step to the microphone?
You got a 9.04.
Oh, excuse me. You're right. I do. 9.04 was this posting of the superintendent's contract draft to be publicized for the public to give feedback on. We need to approve the posting and the.
Mr. President, we'll make the motion to approve the posting of the superintendent contract.
Second, Mr. President.
Motion by Mrs. Neal, second by Mr. Leonard to approve the posting of the superintendent's contract draft. All those in favor say aye.
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 Opposed, the same. Motion carries 6-0. Now,
There's a button right on the top of the microphone.
Hello?
there you
Okay,
go.
perfect.
Yeah.
Make it quick. KES PTO wanted to, in order to help bring the school supply lists down, in addition to the optional school supply packs that we're offering to all pre-K through third grade students for purchase to cover all of those supplies at a reduced rate, we are going to be supplying each grade with a full set of clipboards and grade-specific scissors. We wanted to let the powers that be know that in advance, just so that those items can be removed from the required school supply lists. So they'll no longer need clipboards at any grade level or scissors at any grade level. PTO has taken that on to supply those to the grades directly.
You guys have been absolutely amazing, and I cannot possibly stress enough how appreciative we are of the PTO's work. You guys really, really have been great.
Thank you.
Do you want to take on PTO for the entire district?
I do plan on partnering with them once we're all under the same roof. Yeah. But thank you.
Thank you guys very
Thank
much.
you.
Your work's very appreciated. Anyone else?
Want to start by thanking you all for serving on the board because it truly is a thankless position and I know a lot of time and effort and thoughts go into what you do. So thank you. I come today as I've heard and seen recent talkings of inappropriate conversations between a school employee and a student. I am glad the school and or parents turned it over to authorities and let them investigate. While I understand the school legally could not address this while an investigation was underway, I am under the impression that once charges were filed, you have been allowed to comment or make a statement. I question why any time in the last several weeks at the bare minimum, KIS parents didn't receive some sort of communication and transparency about the situation. As parents, we receive Panther Press emails on a weekly basis. If a statement wasn't going to be made publicly on Facebook, I understand that. It is a very heavy topic, but I feel an email could have been sent to the middle school parents. I have 3 daughters and I want to trust they're in good hands, and that includes transparency. Parents deserve to know this stuff from the leaders of our school, not the internet. So my questions to you are, why was with information held from parents? Are there potentially more victims that statements are needed from? And how can we as parents expect to be able to trust you moving forward?
May I address that?
Yes, you may.
First, these types of situations are probably the most frustrating part of my job, and what we can say and what we can't say. What I can say today is if we were not made, the law enforcement agency that conducted this investigation did an incredible job and did an amazing job keeping us in the loop and keeping us informed. Had we received information that in any way indicated that there was more to this than what they had found through the serving of the warrants that they were able to serve, our approach to this would have been completely different, because student safety would have been still at the top of the list then. So that's what I can say as far as why that wasn't shared right now. Hopefully this runs its course and there's more that can come out after that that gives people more peace of mind. But it is extremely frustrating.
It just feels too late
It's,
as a parent of
But
daughters.
charges are not
I
the end
understand,
of the investigation.
innocent
And
until
we
proven
cannot say,
guilty.
we cannot say
I understand that. You don't have to name names. You could just email and say, we had a situation happen at the intermediate school. We have spoken to the authorities and charges were filed back in April. And at that point, from the investigations I've done and the people I've asked, at that moment, you were able to make some communications to parents. And maybe I'm wrong. I could be wrong. But I
Legal
asked some,
counsel says you're wrong, so I'll just, because we've been advised by legal counsel.
but was that before charges were filed or after?
That was
throughout
last
the
week.
process.
I can only speak for myself, but I think everyone is let down about this situation. I've been considering moving my kids to schools. I don't want them in Knightstown right now.
Well, go ahead.
And this is disheartening. I don't think I'm the only parent that feels this way. And I know that that's hard to hear, but transparency goes really far.
I agree. And we will be very vocal when we can be vocal. And I will tell you that these situations happen in every school
The
corporation.
Courier
in the
got
state.
something out. The Courier got something out there before you did.
They go through the legal channel. We cannot. Because of lawsuits. File
I
against-
spoke to a dear friend that works in a lawyer's office and she said you legally would have been able to, but it's okay. I can see you're upset and that's okay,
No,
but
I'm fine. I mean, I've read those Facebook posts.
do you have daughters?
Yes, I do. I have a granddaughter.
Don't you think you would have liked to have known, except for somewhere from the internet?
I think Facebook post created.
I'm asking you a question. Yes or no?
No,
You would have
If I-
rather heard from the point of the source, right? Not the
if my
internet.
child was involved,
But how do we know our children were involved if we weren't communicated with to say, I need your phone, I need to be going through it with the fine tooth comb? How are we supposed to check for that if we aren't made
told that
aware?
on the news every night. You should be checking children's phones. That's
Not
how
all-
this was found. I'm sorry. If we're not.
I
gonna
do my
publicly-
responsibility as a parent, but I'm questioning your transparency. That's all I have to say.
Thank
Thank you.
My apologies.
I understand it's a sticky situation, but I think there's been a time where it was allowed for you guys to comment and now it's too late because everybody already knows from the internet and that's what's disappointing.
Well, what's even more disappointing is the fact that how exaggerated the internet is.
I read that with my own, that's not exaggerating him offering to take her to the movie without his daughter there.
But the posts were multiple children. It was trying to stir up trouble in the community. It had nothing to do with one child.
In the reports, there's 2 juvenile victims.
Who?
I don't know their names.
I'm not gonna get into it.
Hey, that's totally fine. I'm not either. You're worried about one kid when you should be
No,
worried
I'm-
about every single child in the school system.
I am worried about every single child in the school system. That is our responsibility.
Failure to communicate.
I'm honest with you. You have your opinion. You're more than welcome to have it. Okay? You want? Any others? Board members, listen.
It's that time of year when there's certain things going on, parents are going nuts and graduation, senior parent, or even more nuts. First of all, I apologize. I love to attend the scholarship and award ceremonies. The top 15, I was not able to this year because of hurricanes. Congratulations to all those that won scholarships and awards and our top 15 kids and the educators, coaches that they chose as their for thank this year. Thank you to the 4 donations that were given to the schools and various local patrons and organizations. And thank you, Joe. Yeah, I'm thinking. Yeah. We have to moms everywhere. But anyway, thank you for what you do. You're just a thankless job as well. That's it. Lots of days and can't believe no school year. Congratulations.
Susie?
I'm also thankful to the PTO and to all of our staff members. I was able to attend the top 15 banquet, and it's amazing the wonderful things that we get to find out impact kids, futures, and how appreciative they are. Thank you to all the bus drivers. We had a bus driver appreciation breakfast I was able to attend this morning. And then the big shout out is to the elementary. I attended the preschool program this afternoon and it was absolutely good. I look forward to graduation as well. And I too can't believe another school year is coming along.
Well, I too want to say thank you to the PTO for all that you do. I mean, it's amazing. You guys are doing a fantastic job and thank you so very much. And I think it's exciting, you know, that we're having to add a new classroom teacher for pre-K. And hopefully maybe down the road, we may have to add some more. And also, I think it's great that we're going to celebrate the 250th year, and with all the fireworks, it's going to bring a lot of people out and to take a look at Cedarburg School Corporation. And hope everybody has a great summer. Thank you.
I will say, I've enjoyed watching, I haven't made it to any of the senior nights for the different sports, but just recognizing all the seniors, the many different ways that are happening right now, the awards banquets, are coming up in the next few days, and it's an exciting time of year to finish out, and at the same time, get to see what's happening and coming forward over at the new build, so thank you and appreciate you all, have a good summer.
You guys, really appreciated the top 15 dinner this year. It was its usual inspirational time with the, so some of the students struggling to keep from getting teary-eyed with their, just the way they honestly felt. And it was an emotional time, but it was good because it was, themselves, and it was a usual very good evening. Congratulations in a blanket sense to all the high school senior awards winners and all the programs that the different parts of the teaching areas have been put on. Thank you, PTO, for working on changes for the students' lives. You rock. Appreciation to the contractors working across the road. Wow, you know how good that site looks over there as far as the progress on it. I mean, I started on this board 10 years ago. I heard about it, but I never saw anything until for reasons beyond board's control and such. But it's really nice to see this progress going on there. And my last comment is to Van Point Oil for the sponsorship of this morning's bus driver breakfast, free breakfast. Our school bus drivers are bookends. First people to see the children in the morning as they go out at 0:30 and prepare their buses, inspect them, and take off on their rounds. And then the last, bring them here, and then come back and pick them up and drop them off. So they're the last ones to see them. What they do, the way they do. Wow, it's big talk. And that's it.
Very good. Thank you to the PTA. Thank you for your comments. It's always welcome, even though we can agree to disagree. With that, we are adjourned.